What's going on, everyone? So there is a lot of talk, a lot of rumors, a lot of speculation about the Lakers pulling off a trade, and it looks like it's boiling down to Zach Lavine or Dejounte Murray. One of those two are very likely going to be Lakers. Right now, the focus seems to be on Dejounte Murray. Now, there have been some reports that the Lakers have had like advanced talks for Zach Lavine, but the Woj one came from about Dejounte Murray. So he's one of the more trusted people. So kind of lean towards trusting him. Although Woj with the Lakers has always kind of had like this like love-hate thing, right? And he's gotten a lot of stuff wrong when it comes to the Lakers. So again, take it as you may. But what I want to talk about is more so, yes, I fully believe the Lakers are going to make a trade. I think it's a matter of when, not if. I genuinely believe the Lakers are going to do something, even if it's not these two guys and it's like several pieces. I think the Lakers are going to kind of revamp the roster, and I trust Rob Pelinka to get that done. Problem is, the Lakers are a sinking ship right now, and are they going to be able to hold on long enough? Because no team is going to be super in a rush to get a trade done, right? Chicago, they've played much better as of late. Right? I know that they were just coming off of a loss, but for the most part, they've been very good the last like 10 games or whatever. So they very likely could feel like they're in a position of like, hey, let's be patient. Also, the Atlanta Hawks, I mean, they're going to tank and be terrible regardless. So they're not really in a rush, right? They don't really care either way, which brings up a couple things. One, it could potentially drive up the price. And two, it could put the Lakers in a position to where they're not going to be able to make a trade for another like almost month, which is a very bad thing. Because again, the Lakers, I mean, they are hanging on by a thread. They are out of the play-in right now. Currently, at the time of recording this video, they are the 11th seed. The Utah Jazz just leapfrogged them after winning their most recent game. And the Lakers are going to take on the Jazz today off of a back-to-back. And if the Lakers win, then now they got a full game on the Jazz. That would be great. But if they don't, now they're a full game back from the Jazz. Or actually, it'd be a game and a half behind the Jazz, which would not be good at all. And the Lakers are going to be on the road. And Utah has been very hot. They've won like 8 out of the last 10 games or something like that. They are currently on a 4-game winning streak. Lakers could very well be in a tough position. And they're only half a game ahead of the Warriors. Right, who the Warriors just won. So the Lakers lose this game, then they would actually fall to 12th. The Warriors win one more game. Now they're a full game ahead. I mean, look, the Lakers could end up being the 12th seed and several games out of reach. If the Lakers, the way that the Lakers are playing right now, if we have to wait till the trade deadline to make a trade, it might not even be worth making a trade. Seriously. Because if the Lakers lose, they have 15 games between now and the trade deadline? If they go like 5-10 during that time, which some people might think, no way that happens, they've done that thus far. They're like 3-12 or something like that in the last 15 games. They have been awful, right? So it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Lakers end up going 5-10 and end up being 10 games under 500, that's it. The Lakers are probably not making the play-in. So that could be a disaster. Luckily, we do still have a really good, strong homestand. Several of these games could be winnable. We have to just stay afloat. And my hope is that LeBron James and Anthony Davis can kind of hold us down until we get there. Now, Monday is the 15th. That's when pretty much everyone on the Lakers roster is available for trade. Or, well, not pretty much, is available for trade. But I still don't want people to expect a trade to get done on the 15th. It would be great, right? It would be great if the Lakers right now are, basically working out and hashing out the ins and outs of like a Dejounte Murray trade and have it basically finalized and ready to go Sunday night. And then first thing Monday, when that becomes available, boom, here we go, submit, Dejounte Murray's a Laker. That would be the dream. That would be wonderful. I would love to have that happen, but there's no guarantee. And there's no real incentive for these other teams to come in and help us. Like, no one's trying to help the Lakers make the playoffs and potentially win an NBA championship, right? Now look, if they feel like, hey, we're going to get a good deal, right, then they'll do what's best for them, but they're not going to be trying to help the Lakers. And again, you run the risk of driving up the price. You run the risk of, like, now it's like, okay, well, we'll do the Dejounte Murray trade right now, but we want Austin Reeves, we want Max Christie, we want Jalen Hood-Schifino, we want, Maxwell Lewis, and we want a first-round pick and a pick swap, and we'll give you Dejounte Murray and Saddiq Bey, right? It's like, that's not worth it for the Lakers, right? That's basically all of their tradable and valuable assets, all of them, right? Like, who's just going to take on Rui and D'Lo just for the sake of taking on Rui and D'Lo at that point, right? And it basically, now the Lakers' hands are tied. Like, yeah, Murray and Saddiq Bey would be nice, but is Murray and Saddiq Bey the tide changer for the Lakers? Are those two guys come in and they're basically the thing that saves the Lakers as a whole, and now LeBron James and Anthony Davis with Dejounte Murray and Saddiq Bey are enough to carry the load, right? Again, maybe D'Lo, if he knows, like, hey, I'm not getting traded, maybe he plays better, right? Health for Rui, right? That could be a factor. I don't know. I mean, you never know. You'd be surprised. And look, I've said this before, don't underestimate the value of what bringing in a couple new bodies does. Right? You look at it last year, right? A lot of people thought, like, there's no saving these Lakers. The Lakers are done. They're cooked. They're whatever. Right? And the Lakers didn't go get a star. Like, Dejounte Murray is still at least an all-star, like, one of the top point guards when he actually gets and is allowed to play point guard, one of the top point guards in the league. He's a very good player. And then if you go get Saddiq Bey, you get a legit 3-and-D guy, right? So you kind of upgrade the wing position. Something like that. Like, I do definitely think it makes the Lakers better. And when you add in a bunch of new bodies, right, what it does is, like, they aren't dealing with the noise, right? They're not dealing with the questions and, the frustrations in the locker room, and just they're coming in, they're fresh, they're wet behind the ears, they're excited, new environment, they get to put on a Laker jersey, right? All of those things change, right? Everyone's all of a sudden like, oh, like, let's go, right? And you just see the energy shift, and that can be infectious, right? That can be something that rubs off on everybody. But I don't know. Look, I trust Rob Pelinka. I trust him to get it done. I trust him to find real value trades. It's just, is he going to be able to find them in time is the question. Is he going to be able to get it done quick enough to where the Lakers we get to the point where it's not even worth making the trade? I mean, I'm not saying you don't do the trade, right? Because if you could get Dejounte Murray, you get Saddiq Bey, and you could get, let's say, Clint Capella, right? Even if you're at a position to win it this year or do anything major this year, those are still good pieces that you can have for the foreseeable future. And now you get the rest of the season, you get the off season, you get the training camp, you get preseason, and then hopefully you can kind of do that and hopefully win the following year. But I don't want to be in a position where it's like, well, this season is a wash, so, here's to next year, right? I don't want that to happen. I want the Lakers to get in a position to where they can. But it's just, the Lakers are in a rock and a hard place. If the Lakers were 5 games over 500 and they were like, even like the 6th seed, or half a game out of the 7th seed, or a game out of the 7th seed, right? Like, if they were in striking range, even, then, and they just had a weather storm and they were several games over 500, then there wouldn't be that sense of urgency. Rob Pelinka could remain patient. He could stay calm. But right now, the Lakers are 4 games out of 6th, 4.5 games out of 5th. And if they keep losing, all of a sudden that becomes 5, then 6, then 7. If the Lakers get 6, 7, 8 games out of the 6th spot. Well, now at bare minimum, you're not catching that. Unless the Lakers just go on some like crazy run. They win 11 in a row or something silly like that. Or they win, they do what the Clippers have done where they win, 15 out of 20 or whatever, right? Like, but even like just to get to the 7th seed, they're 4 games out. Right? Like, that's not good. I mean, they're only a game and a half out of 8th, but still, it's a tough spot to be in. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think the Lakers can weather the storm? Do you think, be patient? Do you think, hey, whatever you got to do, sell the farm, go get whatever pieces before it's too late? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it, so let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.